How many of you could recognize me there?
The fancy shoes.
Have you ever seen a yellow and black shoe before? That designer, have you ever seen it before?
Innovation.
Look at the banner. I'm sure that suit was oversized or something. But at that stage, it was a huge thing. But while I was leading this group of people, talking about the transformation of our great nation, I was already living in the future. I had already seen myself in the future being at the center of national transformation. 14 years ago was that. By the special grace of God, over 20,000 young people had gone through God Peace programs. Over 20,000, all over the world. Therefore, our challenge as a nation is not because we lack resources. That we are poor as a nation is not because we do not have a lot of resources. We are poor as a nation because we lack a lot of people with the capacity to develop a vision and stay the course. Show me a nation with a consortium of men and women with vision. I will show you a nation that will shake the world. Today I'll be speaking with you on what I have titled Vision, the Force of Leadership. Let's make progress. Men make history, not the other way around. In period where there is no vision, society stands still. Progress occurs only when men and women of vision, they decide to drive that nation forward. Society generally stands still. There is no progress. Any nation where you go to and there's no progress, the simplest definition of what is happening is that there is a lack of visionary leaders. Because when you find a man with a vision that has been given opportunity to lead, that man has the capacity to see a future that he will bring about. He takes a man from a dark spot and takes him to a place where there's light. That is what I mean. No nation makes progress outside of leadership that is strengthened by vision. In your individual life, so many of us were born in families that were literally poor. But the capacity to dream has taken a lot of people out of poverty. True of us. The very essence of successful leadership, therefore, is the ability to grasp and hold what? A vision. The capacity to develop a vision is a fundamental skill to make it in life. If you don't have a vision, you can't make progress. Nigeria is in desperate need of leaders with capacity to dream of a future that is not yet here. It is imperative for every individual who desires to play any significant role in shaping society as a matter of necessity, as a matter of urgency, as a matter that is in the immediate to begin to find your path in life. When you find your path in life, you become successful. That is the truth. Singapore took their very best of young people, locked them up, and began to teach them on the possibilities that was ahead. They taught them the can-do spirit. They taught them the ability to see a future that they were defining as a nation. A few years after, Singapore, a small nation without a lot of natural resources, has suddenly become such a great nation. Because those young people that were taught began to develop individual vision about their lives. And the moment they succeeded in doing that, it became a consortium of what? Vision. Every man in the health sector began to think about creating institutions by himself. The guys in the agriculture began to think about big things. In this country, they say it is employment that is the critical challenge we have in this country. Is that true? It is not true, sir. Employment, it is not the greatest challenge we have as a nation. The greatest challenge we have as a nation is releasing young people on the street without helping them find direction for life. Because when I found direction for my life, did I need to be employed? When I found direction for my life, I created what? Institutions that as a first year student in the university, I had gone to Mr. Kamalianosode, who was chairman of several companies at that time, for him to come and chair my board, the board of Godly, as a one student. What was that? I walked up to Onosode's office. His secretary said, "You came to see Onosode?" I said, "Yes." And the secretary said, "Why do you want to see him?" I said, "I want to see him. I have got something to talk to him about." And for 2 days, they refused me because I was what? A small boy. And probably my suit was not the best. It was a coat, as the case may be. But, on a second thought, after a lot of pressure, because they said, Onosode wants to see you for 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes. The secretary, she won't meet before entering the office. Only 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, I spent 2 hours with Mr. Onosode. As I began to discuss ideas, his eyes were brightened. He said, "This is a great young man I want to talk with." And he accepted to become a chairman of a board of a student organization. Because when I found the vision, I didn't see it as a student organization. I saw it as an institution that will help this country come out of poverty. A lot of us seated in this hall, you have bigger visions than this. But you must find it. When you find it, government will look for you. Institutions will look for you. A lot of people are working in banks today. They have no business being in banks. Every Monday, they don't want to go to work. Why? Because they know, and they know, beyond every reasonable doubt, that it's a misfit. They know they would have been somewhere else, but it is a pursuit of security that has put all of us where this country is at the moment. But if you can blow up your mind with a big vision, you can make a difference. Let's make progress.